everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I would like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you enjoy the video, as it truly does help my channel. Now, we are going to get into a reading today for the full moon in Aries, which takes place on October 9th in most areas, October 10th in Sydney, okay? I do have the decks out here that we need. I've got the Moonology deck as well as the Moonology Manifestation deck. And I would love to thank Yasmin Boland for all of her moon or lunation information that we get from her Moonology diary. All of the decks, again, will be listed down below in the description box. Click on the title of this video. It'll drop that down for you. Now, what she has to say, what Yolande has to say about, Yasmin Boland. I apologize. Okay, what Yasmin Boland has to say about this full moon in Aries is that the first thing that we want to note about this full moon is that it is taking place in Aries, okay? Now that's the first sign of the zodiac, which means that even though we're getting closer to the end of the year, it's a really good time to recommit to your moon practice. Decide now that you'll set aside time for it at every new or full moon, and hopefully by now you will have seen the power of working with the lunar cycle. Note, however, that many people get so excited about making new moon wishes that we tend to forget the full moon work. But the full moon releasing is at least as important as the new moon intentions that you set. Now, I've heard it explained like this: the divine knows what you want. We too are divine. So making wishes at the new moon is great because it gives us clarity about what we want, while the divine part of us, our soul, can start to make that happen. However, sometimes what we want isn't what's best for us. So that's where the full moon comes in. If something hasn't turned out well and we surrender it to that part of us that's divine, it's kind of like saying, here, you handle this. I don't have all the answers. And after all, while we may be divine, we're also human, right? So think about all of this now as this full moon harmonizes with Venus, Saturn, and then Mars, which means the energies are very supportive, everyone. This full moon is also taking place as the sun moves near the planet of love and abundance, Venus, and the moon is near the planetoid of healing, Chiron. All in all, that gives a rather lovely energy to this lunation. Now, Virgo, this lunation is going to be in your 8th house, and what that represents for you is joint finances, credit cards, debts, sex, anything you consider taboo, inheritance, and transformation, okay? Now, getting into the Moonology cards, the first one we have here is the full moon in Aries, and it says, a fiery climax approaches. Ooh, that sends shivers down my spine. Now this is the Moonology Manifestation deck, and it's full moon in Aries, and it says, cool your emotions. So being the full moon is in Aries, it's full of fire. It's a fire sign, so it's fiery, it's passion, it's heated, right? Like our emotions can be. So we're being asked to just try to cool down the emotions around this full moon. This is another Moonology deck card, and this is the full moon card, and it says surrender to the divine. So just let it go. Whatever it is that's bothering you, that's been eating away at you, something that you just been having so much trouble sitting with, let it go. Let the divine deal with it. What's not working in your life, let it go. Focus on what is working, because when we focus on what is working, we get more of that, more things that are working. And in the meantime, all that stuff that isn't working is being worked out by spirit, your soul, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, so now we're going to get into the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. and get a reading for you. Teeny tiny cut. Okay, first card out. I like this. It's a waxing crescent 3 moon, and it's growth. And that waxing crescent 3 is giving us a timing. So once I get all the cards laid out, I will take a look at the timing for you, and we'll figure out just exactly what's happening and when. Ooh, waxing crescent 6. You have the path. If I'm not mistaken, this might have been in the last reading, the new moon reading. But if not the new moon, then the previous full moon, because I know we've had this recently. Next card out is, doesn't surprise me with the full moon being in a passionate sign, a fiery sign. Waning gibbous 2, pleasure. And your final card, snow moon, purity. Interesting, interesting. Okay, now let's take a look at the timing of all of these. Okay, so the first place here is pleasure, okay? Because the waning gibbous 2 is taking place on October 11th this year, this month. So 2 days after the full moon, somewhere, timing is energy, but somewhere around there, you're going to be feeling pleasure for some reason. And we're going to try and find out with more cards here, okay? So the next one in place is the one that's in place. It is growth. This is the waxing crescent 3. Now this takes place October 28th, okay? Oop. And as we go through and gain more cards, we're going to be able to figure out, hopefully, what Spirit is talking about here. Now, the next card in place is the waxing crescent 6. This is October 31st. The path, okay. And the final card is the snow moon or purity card, because the snow moon takes place in February, and in 2023, that's going to be February 5th, okay? So for this, the snow moon, for me, it's basically more a timing than, the purity. What I'm hearing in my head is as pure as the driven snow, right? So I don't know what that's all about. We're going to get more cards and we will find out, hopefully. Are we going with... No, we're not going with this yet. Okay. My mistake. Hang on. Where's my deck? We are going with the Light Seers deck here. I'm going to adjust my mic, everyone. I hope it's not too noisy for you. There. Okay. This is the Light Seers holographic deck. All the decks will be listed below as usual. Okay. Okay, so the first card out on pleasure and growth. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. This is the be-all, end-all, everyone. This is the happy home life. It's the happy marriage. It's the happy family. It's happy about your finances. It is everything, and it's long-term, okay? Now, there's a message that I've been getting for probably 2 to 4 weeks now, and that is, I will never have to worry about money again. That's what I'm getting off this card. So I'm not sure what the pleasure is that's coming in, but between the pleasure and the growth, the pleasure, I feel, instigates the growth. So whatever this is, I'm going to clarify this card in a minute here, but whatever this pleasure is that's coming in, it's going to instigate or create the growth. And it's within those that you end up here with the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm going to get the other Light Seers deck, and I want to see what the pleasure card is all about. What is the pleasure that's coming in for Virgo? Okay. Okay, clarifying the pleasure card here. Seven of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. Look at that, hey? Oh no, except for that. You've got two Pentacle cards and a Swords card. And the Swords card is all about the healing. You are going through, I know we all have been going through the big shift, if you will. And I feel like that big shift, because the big shift, if you haven't watched my Chosen Ones video about the big shift, the clarity on it, I will link it at the end of this video here, but it's all about the shift being within us. It's not external to us. It's not anything outside of us that's shifting. It's inside of us. And I feel like that's what this is all about. That shift is going to create pleasure. You know, maybe it's just you feel really, really happy, full of bliss and excitement. And it could be in regards to something that you have worked on or wanted for a long time. A long time. And it's coming to fruition. Has to do with money. This is somebody that can be miserly. This is someone that holds on to their money because they don't think they have a lot of it and they're not sure if there's any more coming in. And again, I'm getting it. You're healing that. That's being healed. You're not doing it. It's being done for you. That's part of the big shift. And that's why I think what the thought was that popped into my head was what I've been hearing for the last few weeks, that you're never going to have to worry about money again. Once you make this big shift, there's huge growth. And that brings the Ten of Pentacles. That brings you all this money. And losing the need to worry about it. Because you'll have it. And it'll keep being replenished. It's not like, I've experienced this a lot with my channel especially. I will grow my bank account to a really nice place. And then all of a sudden, everything stops flowing and I start spending it to pay my bills and I get down to almost nothing. And then back up I go again and then back down. That's done. That's done. This shift that's coming in is putting an end to that, okay? That's not going to happen anymore. It's interesting to me how I think this is part of why I was asked to be focusing on strictly Virgo placements, because, not that it's just Virgo that's going through this, but I'm more connected to Virgo because I am a Virgo. So I'm being gifted with all of this, and the videos are just kind of back-to-back information, and it's like a continuation of the previous one. I love it. I absolutely love it. And because we're all dealing with Virgo placements here, it's blowing my mind, to be honest. But anyway, okay, so let's move on to your next card on growth and the path. Three of Swords. This is telling me that we can't have growth without pain. We just can't. Pain equates growth, difficulty, challenges. It's not necessarily heartbreak, but what the message is for me is this growth does not come at no cost. You're not just going to have the growth, but the cost was prior, okay? It was all of this work that you've done previously to this pleasure point in time, this full moon, if you will. It's the work that you've done in this Seven of Pentacles, where money and finances are concerned. It is growth. And the suffering that you went through when you didn't have enough money, when you didn't think you were going to have enough to pay all your bills, and you would get down to that last nickel and think, oh my God, if something doesn't change soon, I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage or my rent or buy groceries or whatever it was. You would always get down to that last dollar, so to speak. That's not happening anymore. That was part of your growth. Okay, that was growth. Now you're going to have pleasure where money's concerned, right? You're getting on a brand new path. Like I said, you're not going to have to worry about finances anymore. That's not going to happen for you anymore. Those of you that this resonates for, that is not going to happen anymore. It's done. The growth is taking you to a new path, and there will be no more struggle where finances are concerned. Wow, I am really liking this video, this reading, these messages. It's yeehaw, right? So good. So now on the path and purity, 8 of Wands, you're going to be moving, and you're going to be moving at breakneck paces, Virgo. You're moving forward. You're expanding, you're growing, it's fast. It's fast. From the path, which is October 31st, okay? From October 31st to February 5th, like this, things are going to fly, just how it looks here. Things are going to fly forward. It's going to move forward so fast. The money's going to be flowing. Happiness will be there. Love will be there. Bliss will be there. Isn't it good to know that all of this stress and strain and the challenge around money over the past few years, there's a purpose to it, and you're finally getting to know what that purpose is, and it's over. It's over. I like that. Okay, bottom of this deck becomes part of your overall energy. Oh my God. 7 of Pentacles. It's harvest time, Virgo. You've got this twice now. Look at this. You've got it twice. Wow. It is harvest time. I want to point this out. Look at this. Underneath the 7 of Pentacles, you've got the 10 of Wands. You are setting down this burden, never to pick it up again, Virgo. Done. Done. And not once and done, because I'm willing to bet you struggled for a long time and struggled many different times in the past. I know I did. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Try to let that go. It maybe hasn't shown up in your present moment or in your environment yet, but it is definitely on the way by February 5th, thereabouts, because again, timing, it's energy. You will know that you're no longer going to ever have to worry about money again. Between October 31st, when you leave October, you're going to feel so happy, because that's about the time it begins to happen. And it just keeps going and going and going. And like I said, by the 5th of February or thereabouts, that full moon in February, give or take a couple of weeks or whatever, you will know you've made it financially. So cool your emotions around all of this, because you do not want to slow this down. This is really good. So trust the process, whatever you're going through. I know I'm going through something. I put it in the Chosen Ones video. I'm going through something, have been for the last few days, that is, I've been in turmoil for several days. And it actually has been kind of painful for me. relationship-wise, but I'm trying to control my emotions. I'm trying to stay cool, if you will. I'm trying to distract myself and just keep moving forward, knowing that Spirit is going to take care of all of that for me. Right now, what's important is we need to just keep moving forward for this growth that's coming in. Okay? You can't do it. You can't do it all. You just can't do it all, Virgo. You know that. You try, but you know you can't. Okay. Now on the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords, we've got Gaia Oracle. Oh, Virgo, card number 11 of all things, soul path number, rising above, clarity, freedom, solution. Yes, yes, around money. This is all around money. And look at this, sits right underneath the growth card. The clarity, the growth is clarity. It brings clarity. It brings freedom. It brings a solution. It brings an opportunity for you to make this money. And it's big money, Virgo, it's big. For you to, by the time you get to February 5th, for you to know that you never have to worry about money again, you're going to have a ton of money come in. A ton. What would it take for you to sit down and look at your bank account and go, wow, I never have to worry about money again? 1,000? No, I don't think so. 100,000? Maybe. It's going to be different for everyone, but trust in the process, okay? Move through the chaos, move with it. It's just energy. You're going to come out the other side and everything is going to be so sparkling and so beautiful and so wonderful. Now on top of the 3 of Swords and the 8 of Wands, you've got perception beyond the veil of illusion. Okay. Her throat chakra and her third eye chakra are lit up. You will be speaking your truth. You will know your truth. You will see beyond the veil. Wow, this is big, Virgo. This is big. The energy, if you could feel the energy here right now, this is massive, what's coming in. Okay, what do we want to get now, angels? Okay, we are going to get an Island Time Wellness card. You have the card Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. This is where you're headed, Virgo. You're going to be living a life of nothing but love, happiness, bliss, joy. Yeah, how could we not be in this place? Look at the line here. We go from the 5th of February into this fast-paced gifting, if you will, of finances, and it changes your perception. I want to point out the perception card is right below the path. You see your way clearly when you get to this place. And you realize that it's all about love. It's all about love. Love for yourself, love for others, love for the planet. It's just, we are only here to experience love. That's it. We're putting it out. We're receiving it. It's just how it's meant to be. Okay, now we're going to get a Synchronicity Oracle card. So, until then, rest, relax, and rejuvenate. And you've got that up here. It's basically the same thing. It's the Four of Swords. Take a break. Take some time out. Just allow yourself to move forward through the energy that, whatever it is you're sensing right now, just allow yourself to move through it. Take a break, recover, recuperate. And when I created this deck, I'd been seeing a bunch of numbers randomly, but I wanted to know what they meant. So I asked my guides. 444, this is what it means. So if you're seeing 444, this is what it's going to represent for you. Okay? Interesting. Okay, now we're going to get you a Divine Doors card. I'm going to put this over here. Let's make it a lot easier. Oh boy, I think you might want to watch the Chosen Ones video, because this was the Divine Doors card that came out in that. I'm pretty sure. If it wasn't that one, it was the most recent video I did for Virgo, which was for Virgo Sun or Venus placement. Okay? And this is for anyone that's been asking a question that needs a yes or no answer recently. It's yes. It says, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and fly, Virgo. You are about to take off. You are moving forward very quickly. After this full moon, you're going to start moving forward very quickly. But after the 31st of October, like this. That is crazy. I can't, the synchronicities that I get with spirit sometimes, they never cease to amaze me. They really don't. Okay, now since this is a money read, I want to get a divine abundance. Now abundance is in every aspect of life, but let's get an abundance card anyway. And it says, delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. What I'm getting with this card is when this starts to take place, it's going to happen in a way that if you've had money struggles, financial issues, most if not all of your life, the way this comes in or starts to come in for you, you may look at it and think, there's no way. This is too good to be true. You're not delusional. It is coming in as it should. It was always meant to be this way. And it's going to continue to come in. You're not going to go through that roller coaster ride anymore. You may not continue to, rise all the time. We do have to have leveling out and a little bit of dips. But what I'm saying is, what's coming through to me is you don't ever have to worry about money again. You're not going to be down to that last dollar. You may take dips, but you're still going to have so much money that the dip isn't going to create fear in you, believing that, oh my God, I'm going to be broke again soon. So if that's how you're thinking and feeling, it's a delusion. An absolute delusion. But it's not too good to be true either. You're not being delusional, believing that the money is here to stay, okay? Because it is going to be here to stay. Now I want to get one more card for you all, because this is a full moon, so it's about releasing. And I want to get a card for you from the Power of Surrender deck, okay? Okay, you have surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. I'm also getting another message with this for you, and it's about surrendering something with other people, but it's not comparisons. It's surrendering the challenges that you may be going through right now with other people. Like I said, whatever isn't working out, let the divine take care of that. Focus on what is working in your life, okay? But also, yeah, definitely, do not compare yourself to others. You are you, they are they. And you are perfect in every way. Absolutely perfect. Wow, the energy in this reading is freaking fabulous. This is going to be a really good month, Virgo. Really good month. I'm looking forward to doing the new moon reading for October. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I hope this resonates for you. I hope it helps you. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.